If you are following the minimum health protocol, smile. If you're not, prawn. Before we proceed to our lesson, let's get familiar to the following words. Ecosystem.
The complex of a community of organisms and its environment function as an ecological unit.
Climate.
The usual weather condition in a particular place or region. Climate.
Irrigation.
The watering of land by artificial means to faster plant growth and production.
Pollination.
The transfer of pollen from a male part of the plant to a female part of the plant.
Production.
The process of making and growing something for sale or use.
A visit to the farm. Samuel, along with his father, travels to a nearby farm in their car. When they reach the farm, Somesh, the farmer, receives them with a warm welcome. Then, Somesh gives them a tour of the farm. Samuel observed many animals in the farm. The farmer showed them every animal in the farm and explained its use to them. The farmer also showed them a herd of cows, buffaloes, and goats. He said that the milk they drink and the milk products like butter and cheese come from cow and buffalo milk. Then he showed a flock of geese and hens and said that they lay eggs which are healthy to eat. He said that the rooster wakes up the people near the farm as well. He showed a flock of sheep and said that their fur is used in making woolen clothes. He showed a few horses and explained how they help him in carrying goods. Then he showed them a field in which fruits like grapes and mangoes and some vegetables are grown. He said that these vegetables and fruits are sold in the market, which are bought by the people in the city in order to eat.
We have tried giving summaries to information through pictures and videos. Now let us go to the main lesson, which is giving a summary to the informational text heard. Listen carefully, I will read to you an informational text about climate change. Be ready to give the summary of the text.
Climate includes patterns of temperature, precipitation, humidity, wind, and seasons. Climate change affects more than just a change in the weather. It refers to seasonal changes over a long period of time. These climate patterns play a fundamental role in shaping natural ecosystems, and the human economies and cultures that depend on them. Because so many systems are tied to climate, a change in climate can affect many related aspects of where and how people, plants and animals live, such as food production, availability and use of water, and health risks. For example, a change in the usual timing of rains or temperatures can affect when plants bloom and set fruit, when insects hatch, or when streams are at their fullest. This can affect historically synchronized pollination of crops, food for migrating birds, spawning of fish, water supplies for drinking and irrigation, forest health and more.
Global warming is caused when carbon dioxide, CO2, gets into the atmosphere. The carbon dioxide acts like the glass walls and ceiling of a greenhouse. It lets sunlight in to warm things up, but it doesn't let the heat escape. Scientists say the same thing is happening to our planet, making it a dangerously warmer place. As many as 1 million species of land plants and animals are in danger of becoming extinct if global warming continues. According to a recent study, the warming of the Earth could destroy as many as 37% of the world's living species by the year 2050. 1. The summary of this passage is: A. Scientist reports on global warming. B. Causes and effects of global warming. C. Effects of global warming on animals. D. The end of the world. A community of plants, animals and smaller organisms that live, feed, reproduce and interact in the same area or environment is known as the ecosystem. Some ecosystems are very large. Many bird species nest in one place and feed in a completely different area. On the other hand, some ecosystems may be small, such as you would find in a meadow at the edge of a forest, or in a coral reef in the ocean. Now you may think, how does everything fit together in a forest ecosystem versus a meadow ecosystem? While some species may be found naturally in both areas, the species that live in the forest ecosystem are usually very different from those that inhabit the meadow, even though the two environments are right next to each other. 2. The summary of this passage is: A. Different species varied ways adaptation in the ecosystem. B. The species that live in the forest ecosystem adapted well. C. Different sizes of ecosystem to cater all the animals and plants. D. Ecosystem size fits all. Music is a great medium to connect better with oneself. It is also a fun way to connect with our friends and family and make new connections. Two people with similar taste in music connect instantly. Those who are fond of playing the same instrument or have flair in writing same kind of poetry also gel along really well. Music can calm the mind and help us focus better. There are many guided meditation audios and videos that can help you meditate with ease and develop a connection with your inner self. 3. The summary of this passage is A. Calm effect of good music to mental health. B. The guide to meditate well. C. Music helps establish a connection with self. D. Inner self-connection ideas.
For the walls, Jenny thought she would use a bright yellow paint. She would pick a border that had mostly bright red and green colors, and maybe a little bit of blue. She already had found some curtains that were sky blue with streaks of red, blue and yellow that she thought would go great with the walls. And finally, she had picked a carpet that was mostly blue with specks of red and yellow. Jenny couldn't wait till she was done decorating her room. It was really going to look awesome. 2. The summary of this passage is A. Jenny likes bright colors. B. Jenny was going to paint her room. C. Jenny was picking out colors and materials to decorate her room. D. Yellow is a good color to paint your walls.